All right, here we have a fun group of Green Arrow comic books going back to about 2000 or so. Is this part of the new 52? It may be. What we're going to do is, if you were here in the gallery with us, we would give you the opportunity to take the time to go through each one, look at it, observe it, inspect it, and preview it in exactly the way you want to. Since you can't be here with us, we're going to do the next best thing. So I'm going to show you the front and the back of each comic. We'll zoom in on it. We'll get some photos for the catalog. I'll show you the back as well. And what we're going to do in addition to that is I'm going to give it the old wiggle jiggle. So there's a darker back cover, and when it lies like this, it looks absolutely pristine and perfect. And I'm not saying it's bad, because it is pretty good, but you get a chance to see these minor imperfections that you would not otherwise see had we not shined that light on it. Is that a deal breaker? No, I doubt that it is, but will that give you the opportunity to see hidden spine ticks, any spine rolling, any kind of flaws, bends, creases, minor imperfections? Yes, I think it will. So we're going to do that for each one. In addition, we're going to do something you don't see too often, and that is I'm going to show you the interiors just a little bit. Usually this is much more important for older comics that use newsprint, but we're still going to do it here. It's going to give you a chance to see the inside of the back cover, the quality and condition of the pages. These kind of digital separations, usually it doesn't matter quite as much, but in the older ones you can see any bleeding, any ink fades, etc. You'll get a chance to see color of the pages, to see if it's faded, if it's turned brittle or brown. You'll see any water staining. You'll get a chance to see a lot of times if the staples have come loose and the cover is starting to come undone, before finally we finish out with the interior, the splash page. We do that so that, well, that's not really a splash, is it? Does this one just not have a splash? Guess not. So that you get a chance to look in and see who the creative team is, and anything else that you might be interested in about. You can always stop, zoom in. This is done in 8K so that you get a chance, even if it goes all the way down to 1080p, depending on what platform you're using, you'll still get a chance to zoom in, rewind, look at every part yourself before we finish with the inside cover, and that's what we're seeing right here. That gives you an opportunity. Sometimes minor imperfections and flaws get in the cover that you can't see from the front, but when you turn it over, you see those minor tears that might be in here. They're not here. I'm glad about that, but you would see it as I run my hand through, or as we see the base below. So we're going to do that for each one. This is number 36. We're going to move right on to number 37. You got Judd, Winick, Hester, continuing along with the previous storyline from before. I think it was City Walls, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get a little light on that one. We'll give it the old wiggle jiggle. Remember, the light brings out all the secrets. So that's why we do it. We do it quick. Like I said, we do it in very high definition, so you can always go back and check for yourself. I don't want to waste all day long of your time, but we'll do it as thoroughly we can and as quick as we can. Shout out to Julia Schwartz. Nice that they took that little bit of time to give a full page to a great DC contributor for years and years. We'll do the inside and the splash page, and we will move on. We're going to jump ahead a little bit to number 47 right here. Let me get some light on that cover. There we go. And again, some more fun Green Arrow. Now, this would have predated the show, so it was fun that the artists and the creative team got a little bit of leeway on this. There's not as much pressure when you have what was at that time kind of a not really beloved character. Again, some Will Eisner right here. That was nice that they took the time to do those things. Must have been a rough year now that I look back on it and think about it, but still, very nice little tribute. And we finish with the splash. And anybody remember the Constantine movie? I believe it's a show now as well, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to move right along to some more of the same. Is this number 60, I believe? Yes, 60. And we have some more Oliver Queen doing what he does, getting up to his shenanigans as usual. I like these darker back covers especially because they really, it's hard to hide any flaws in there. That light is really going to shine it back, reflect it, pick it up so that you can see it. And in fact, it's a little bit better than if you were here in the gallery. I wouldn't let you take these out of the bags and do this. So you get a chance to see that in a way that you wouldn't even if you were handling it here in the gallery itself. So that's kind of nice. This is a little bit interesting right here to have the full page ad on the inside front cover like that. And it's not really a splash there, is it? There we go. So here's Still Winick. By this point, we've moved on to McDaniel. We're going to keep it going. Keep it going full steam here with number, what are we on? 66. We'll flip it over again. With, was he doing the voices in Spy Hunter? That I don't recall. Is that The Rock, or is that just supposed to be rock-like? Let's wiggle jiggle. Seems like a lot of money to have to pay The Rock just to do some voices. Now I'm saying that 20 years later from the perspective of, now that we've got AI that will just do it for you. And in fact, some AI voices now have just gotten to the point where they're more, I don't want to say popular, they're more ubiquitous than even the actual voice actors. So go figure. And then we'll finish this up with 67 right here. There we go. Let's get him in frame. And more of the same right here. So there you have it. You're going to get all of these, all one money, all in one lot, and all you have to do is head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. There you can leave your pre-bids on this and all the other goodies we've got for you this and every week, or you can join us live on auction day. Either way, we'll see you at the auction.